Okay, so once people start coming in, we will get started. And I just actually left the claim today that
Did you?
had of someone that came to the room or to the door with robe. She said she works from home. She was very, very comfortable in her house, so we wanted her to be
Gotcha.
super, super comfortable. And I was
Understood.
just like, that is so wild that that just happened to me up in Philly. So
I gotcha. Was it
yeah, so
super? Was it super early or was it later on in the day?
it was it was 11 o'clock. So it's
Mm.
like midday. It's
Okay.
midday. She was getting ready to probably eat some lunch and stuff like that, and then head out. But yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? I thought of a great idea for everybody who stays to the end. You should, if you would like to, if you're okay with it, but introduce us to your family. Say, we could just say hi to them, and I know they're waiting on us, and we could thank them for allowing you to have the time with us today. So that would be kind of cool too. If everybody is able to stay to the end, but we're going to keep it to 15 minutes today. So by the time our timer ends today, we're going to hit exactly 7:20. That way you can go eat. I know I'm excited to go eat. All I've had was a bagel, and then I grabbed a bag of chips just to be on the safe side here. Um, and then what I would like to do too, I know I just actually tried to get access to your comprehensive roofing video. I wanted
Oh,
to
I
play a
saw that.
piece of that. Yeah, I
Okay.
wanted to
Let
play a
me.
piece of that. That way people can get an idea of
Okay.
how great you are at taking your time, showing people. Use the helmet. You can see your helmet in the video with the camera on top while you're actually walking around. So it's not like gyrating. The video is super clean, super crispy. And I thought for
Glad to
those who
have logged
come,
out.
say that again.
Are you still there, everybody?
Yeah, I am. Can you hear me? Let's see.
Hey, everybody, are you still there?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I was just gonna go to the next screen and give you permission for it. Okay.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second.
Absolutely. You got
Absolutely. You got
60
60
seconds or
seconds or
so
so
before we go
before we go
live
live
or before we
or
get
before we get
started.
started.
But we
But
do
we do
have
have
12
12
people
people
already in
already
the
in the
room, so
room,
we're
so we're
excited to
excited to
have
have
you.
you. I
I
want to
want to
make
make
sure
sure
that
that
everybody
everybody
knows
knows that
that
there's
there's
going
going
to
to
be
be
a
a
free
free
gift
gift
tomorrow
tomorrow
if
if
you
you
come
come
back.
back.
For
For
those of
those of
you
you
who
who have
have
taken
taken
time
time
to
to
be
be
with
with
us
us for
for
5 days,
5 days,
we
we
do
do
have
have
a
a
super
super
comprehensive
comprehensive
roofing
roofing
video
video
for you.
for you.
This is
This
for
is for
you
you
if
if
you've
you've
never been
never
on
been
the
on the
roof,
roof,
if
if
you're
you're
super
super nervous
nervous
about
about
what
what
it's
it's
going
going
to
to be
be
like.
like.
Ashley
Ashley
is
is
on
on
the
the roof
roof
showing
showing
you
you
what
what
type
type
of
of
damage
damage
you
you
could
could
look
look
for
for
too.
too. So
So
it's
it's
not
not
just
just
roof
roof
safety, it's
safety, it's
roof
roof
education,
education,
it's
it's
roofing
roofing materials.
materials.
So
So
he's
he's
gonna
going to
provide
provide
that
that
video
video
for
for many
many
of
of
you,
you,
but
but
just a
just a
select
select
few.
few.
So
So
you
you
have to
have to
come
come
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
see how
see
you
how you
can
can
get
get
that.
that.
That's going
That's
to be
going to be
your
your
free
free
gift
gift
for
for tomorrow.
tomorrow. And then
And
also,
also,
don't
don't
forget,
forget,
day
day six,
six,
we
we
also
also
have
have
the
the bonus
bonus
sessions
sessions
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Well,
Well, if you
if
do
you
your
do your
spouse,
spouse,
bring your
bring your
spouse.
spouse.
We
We
have
have bonus
bonus
sessions.
sessions,
Okay.
okay?
So
So listen,
Ashley,
Ashley, let me
let me
see
see
if
if
I
I
can
can
change
change
screens.
screens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's see.
let's
Can
see.
you
Can you
see
see
me,
me?
We have.
Ashley?
Yep.
You
Just
can?
so you
Oh,
know,
there it is. Okay,
we have
fantastic.
two mics that are running. We got two mics that are
Uh,
running because I hear that. There you go.
Okay. So, geez, guys,
Awesome.
sorry about that. Let me repeat. Let me repeat what's going on. The super, super good news. First, thank you everybody for joining us today. We are here live for day 4. I'm tuning from my video and also trying to work my computer because yesterday I know my connection wasn't that great. So I'm back here making sure that you guys have the best experience. And we're not just doing that with this session. We were just talking about Ashley and a comprehensive video that he's built out. And that is excellent for us because you're going to be able to see what roofing training is like. If you've been nervous about getting on the roof, if you've been like never know what to do when it comes to roofing damage, you'll be able to see that in his super great video. He takes his time. He shows everybody what damage is, and he shows you what to look for, what the carriers want to look for. And these are certain skills that you have to have, but that's not it. In addition to that, you got to know what to do after you're up there on the roof. So if you're thinking about, man, I don't have experience, I'm not sure how to get my foot into the door. I'm not sure how to stay working once I actually accomplish get my foot in the door. Ashley's going to talk about some of the number one skills that you have. But first, Ashley, tell us a little bit about the roofing video that you made.
Okay, I made that video a couple months ago. Um, I used a GoPro camera connected to a motorcycle helmet, believe it or not, because I didn't have a third party to be able to record it. And what it involves is that I went on a inspection. It was on the east coast of Florida, where I just went and did a wind damage claim, and I recorded the entire thing so that I can use that in future training classes or share it with people on YouTube.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And in that video too, you also identify the actual damage, and then I think you measure. Don't you measure that roof too?
I did a hover report. So I
So
didn't have
tell
to measure it during that video. Go ahead.
Okay, so tell us what's a hover report and what do you do? So after you get up on the roof, so this is for everybody who's like never been on the roof before. They are so new, they're so green, right? That's what you call them, green. I don't like using the word newbies, but that's how we define new people, right?
Right.
But you're on the roof, you're showing them damage, and you actually do a lot of ladder. You do the ladder safety, but with the measurements, why do you take those measurements? Why is it important for someone who's doing the new deployment? Because you're going to be working wind and hailstorm, guys. If you didn't know, you're going to be working wind and hail. Tell them why that's important and why Ashley is doing that, guys. I want you to type in the chat where you are, your city and state. If you would like to come visit Ashley, put that in the chat too as well. I was just thinking about right before we hopped on this call, Florida has very little help for adjusters. Like I know our company, we can only do so much. And because of the number of trainees that you can take by state law, it's limited. And you're limited too. And then the storms are limited as well. And Florida being such a big state, it's hard for people to get places. But you're right there in Orlando. So Ashley, I want people to know, what do they do with those roofing measurements?
Okay. Now, good question, because we just talked about it today, me and the one-on-one trainee that we were with today, Jolena Johnson. You picture yourself that you're like a window measurer. You're a window contractor, and you're the guy they send out to measure a window. So when you think about measurements and how accurate it needs to be, if that guy turns in his paperwork and that window, he turns it in as 3'6" and the opening is 3 feet, what's going to happen? When they manufacture the window, it's not going to fit. So if it doesn't fit, so what happens? Now somebody else has to go back out there and measure the opening. The customer's going to be pissed off and upset, and they're going to consider going to a different contractor. Now the window that they did make has to go back and be remanufactured, or a new window has to be manufactured. So you're losing time and money. So that's how you are as an adjuster. Your measurements, your information is just like that window guy, that window installer. It has to be as accurate as possible. So I utilize Hover when the application allows me to utilize it by taking photos. Hover is an electronic app that you can go around the property, take photos. It's a total of 8 photos if you can get them right, the right angles, and you submit the claim information. I do that before I even get on the roof. Hover is so efficient that most of the time my reports are waiting for me when I get off the roof.
Wow. So you just use that to take the measurements. And then once you get off the roof, okay, so that's step one, right? When you go out, you're
That's
on the
correct.
deployment, you go out, you get your hover report running, and you're taking your measurements, you're assessing the damage. And you mentioned, okay, now next is you get off the roof. After you get off the roof, what are you doing next?
If I don't have any interior damage, which I will ask the customer if there are interior damage, if they say no, there is not, I'll ask them. So will you be declining an interior inspection, or do you want an interior inspection? They have the right to decline if there's no
Right.
interior damage. So if they tell me they're declining interior damage, and I'll explain to them what I found on the roof, what my recommendations are going to be. I tell them the timeline that they may have to wait to hear from the desk adjuster, and I make sure they
Right.
understand that these are my recommendations. And then I'll
Okay.
ask them, are you aware of your deductible? And depending on their answer, my job there will be completed. I will thank them for the opportunity, and I'll go to my truck, I'll stop somewhere else, upload my photos, and if I have a gap of time between that and my next inspection, I'll go ahead and start working on my claim.
Right, right, right. Which is fantastic. So now, okay, so now we got the steps. You're on the roof, you're doing your inspection, guys. So I hope you're writing this down. If you have a question for Ashley while we're here together, if you're watching this on YouTube Live or Facebook, put your question in the chat. Let's see what we got so far. And guys, we only have a few minutes. If you stay tuned to the end, we're going to say hi to Ashley's family because they're waiting on him for dinner. So we really literally only have 15 minutes today. I know I always say 15 and I go over because I get so excited, but today is actually a 15 minutes. So let's see who we got here in the room. We have TJL431. He says hola. I'm sorry about the echo. Sorry about the echo, guys. Hello to Michael Pug. Hello to Jai Rocks. We see you every day, so maybe you'll be one of the ones that get the comprehensive roofing video. If you're a Facebook user, you gotta make sure you just okay the fact that you can share your contents or your username and everything with us. That way I can say who you are. I hate to just, label you as a Facebook user. Inner Beauties, hello. Fort Lauderdale is in the house. Pauldy, Mississippi is in here. Tampa, Florida is here. And TJ, I think that's L431, says he loves to meet up with Ashley. Jay Edwards is in Houston. Would be great to shadow Ashley on a few claims. Michael Pug is also in Mississippi. Rebecca is back. Rebecca, I have not used Xactimate, but ready to learn. Ja Rock says she had a boot camp in August. She has a boot camp in August once she gets licensed. What are her next steps before deployment? So that's a great question that we could go through for tomorrow, Ja Rocks. That's actually one of the questions that we're going to answer. Then Miami Beach is checking in. Houston, Texas. The Ari Rose is checking in. And Donald, how many hours on average does Ashley work on a weekly basis? You want to take that question, Ashley?
Well, this week is going to be about 60 hours for this week, but on the standard week, depends on how many inspections. Let's say, well, let's use from last Friday to today. I probably have worked 60 hours, and the reason being because I'm doing training. It started Monday, and it's going to end Friday that I'm doing a one-on-one. So that's why it's 60 hours. Right now, I have about 10 claims in my queue that I'm working on.
Okay. Okay. And on average, how much does each claim take you? Like how much
Uh,
time?
30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes each claim.
30 to 45 minutes. So if it takes about I know here in Georgia sometimes it takes maybe 40 minutes to get to my next inspection. But if you guys were following me on Instagram today, you saw I was at 4 inspections today. I think it was either 3 or 4. I can once I look at my notes tonight, then I'll be able to remember that. But I want you guys in the comments, let us know if you've used Xactimate or not. We're going to go over how adjusters can earn more using Xactimate tomorrow. Now, like I said, we only have 15 minutes with Ashley today. And what we're going to do for you all is we're going to give you guys a free gift. Come back tomorrow. There is a free gift waiting for you, okay? And a select few will get permission to be able to view Ashley's comprehensive roof video. I watched it and I learned. It's like a nearly an hour video. So for those of you who are asking, what do you do once you get deployed? Like how to actually work these claims? This video is going to be incredibly valuable for you. Also, what I want you to do, everybody, is I want you to put where you live, your city and your state. We're trying to see where people are. Most of you, especially if you're in Florida, there's not a ton of help for those people out there in Florida. So I'm not going to take up all of the last time that we have here. Some people have some additional questions. Donald, I see you're asking, um, okay, what was he working? Was he working 60 hours a week during your 70K month? Were you doing that? Working 60 during the 70K month? Wait,
60
don't
hour
answer
week.
that question tonight. Don't answer it tonight. Don't answer it tonight.
All right.
Come back tomorrow because we just
Okay.
hit the 15-minute mark. Ashley, let us say hi to your family. Everybody, come
Okay.
back tomorrow. We'll get more
Yeah.
time with Ashley.
All right.
We couldn't get to him, all today, but we'll be able to get to him tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so I know people are going to be not having to get ready for work. We'll have more time tomorrow, and then you're going to bring some special guests, right, Ashley?
That's
You've got a
correct.
Texas
That's my
adjuster
goal.
that's going to be coming on. You got a newbie Florida adjuster that's going to be coming on, and you
About he wanted
said,
to say hello to
and
you
you got
again.
one last day of training. Okay,
Okay.
everybody, wave
All right. Here's
hi.
my
Everybody,
family. Say
typing
hi
hi,
again.
hi, hello. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, guys. Y'all have